And we were late because of tech issues, but we made it. The router wasn't working. I know. I said it. We're just glad we're here. I was just going to put an announcement up that give us 5 more minutes, and then it suddenly got it to work. Because we weren't even late. It really was tech.
It was.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
discombobulated, but here we are.
Where do we go from there?
Yeah, where do we go from here? Okay. This is one of my favorite things to do. Look at these cards. Okay, I have a few cards. I absolutely love it when we can walk through the catalog. And I think I have a card for all but 2 stamp sets, maybe 3. So we'll see. So I have a lot. So that's wonderful. So glad you guys are patient and wait for us. And our only announcement before we get started is this. We have a great sentence for this from Amanda Bach. Betty never wanted 973 golden yo-yos. Okay, I love that on several things. Actually, it reminds me of Betty White. Everyone's celebrating Betty White, and it just sort of fits in with kind of that. But I love the yo-yos because there's the yo-yo you use with toys. There's also the yo-yos with quilts, those quilting things. You probably didn't even know that. There's yo-yo quilts. I bet we could do something with yo-yos with cards, but anyway, that's pretty hilarious. So Betty never wanted 973 golden yo-yos. Love that. And of course, the host code is, if your order is 150 or more before tax and shipping, don't use the host code because then you get the host benefits. But otherwise, it's always nice if you do. So thanks, guys. That is wonderful. And it's kind of an easy one to remember because it's just very clever. And it kind of fits their demographics is what I kind of thought. So, what would you never want 973 of? I just kind of love that idea about never wanting, because that's a huge amount of things to get. Oh, Connie, you had cataract surgery. Well, we're glad you've got one good eye on us tonight. So people are loving that sentence. That's hilarious. This has actually been a fun one because we've had the Ys have been really interesting between the yieldings and the yucks and the yows and that's all those Ys have just kept us on our toes this month. So that is really fun.
My dad's middle name was a Y. It was Yetter. Y-E-T-T-E-R.
Oh, that's true.
Yetter. And it was his mother's maiden name.
Kathy said she never wanted 973 grape yogurts. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh. Oh, see, we can go on a whole bunch of things here about what Betty never wanted. I love it. Oh, Heather, that's wonderful. She says she gets to order on her birthday on Wednesday. Hubby said that's her gift this year. Good hubby. Oh, and what a fun story, a celebration to do that. So pretty funny. Yeah, Amanda said, who wrote this sentence, coming up with the wide word is difficult. Also, here's a good one too. Rebecca Sadowski says, I would never wanted 973 mice in the house. It doesn't quite fit, but we got to make another. But I thought, no, I would never. No. And then they multiply so quickly. I don't want one. We had a few in our basement. Not too many, but but I just don't even want to go down there. They're all gone now. Jean never wanted 973 husbands. Or
they all learn not to go near the traps. I have like 5 traps set, and they haven't bothered them, so I don't think they're down there.
Okay. I actually made a purchase today. I was just going to say. But the reason I was going to say this is it's pretty funny. We went to the Apple store, and I bought an Apple Watch for several reasons. I haven't had a watch for ages, but what struck me as being funny, the guy said was, you're going to go home tonight and you're going to just sit and play with all the apps and look at all the things you can do. And you're going to get totally wrapped up in this whole thing.
Probably not.
And we look at each other and, no, I just want it to tell me the things I needed to know. I don't want to do anything else. I don't think he gets us at all. We just want I just want things to work. It's like tech. I don't want to sit and play, and I don't even have it on. I don't even want to sit and play. So anyway, I just had to laugh because that's a tech person speaking. And this is me speaking. No, I want to go home and make cards. I don't want to play with learning anything new.
I wish that this showed up more. This is a sweater you just got too.
Yeah, I did.
It's beautiful.
Heather, who gets to order on her birthday, says, well, her husband hasn't seen her cart yet. I'm laughing out loud. Oh, I love it.
Hopefully
be careful what you grant. Well, it might be a birthday to remember. So we'll just see. You'll just have to let us know how it goes. That's just hilarious. Frances says she has a Fitbit. Yes, I was debating between all these things. And
Fitbit.
I also didn't my watch broke ages ago. I've gone like 3 months without a watch because I kept debating, do I just get another cheap watch? Because that's what I do. Because, one of our favorite stories when our granddaughter was 3, Tim said to me from across the room, Karen, what time is it? And she goes, Grandpa, I don't know. I don't have a watch yet.
No.
I don't have a
iPhone.
I don't have an iPhone yet. See, I can't even tell a story. I don't get tech. Because you didn't even know what a watch was or a clock.
I don't have an iPhone.
You need a phone to watch your time. And I know young people are attached to their phone. I'm not attached to my phone.
No, she's not.
And I would like to keep track of and anyway, the interesting thing was the guy that was helping us at the Apple store said that a year ago, he fell down the stairs. And because he had this Apple and he actually blacked out, and it sends a message out. So he said, I am proof that part of this actually works. I thought that is interesting, but that's I was just trying to look at the whole picture altogether. I want that part of it, but no, I don't want to mess with learning stuff. So anyway, it's just pretty funny. It is pretty funny. Okay. Oh, and Heather, okay. She needs this birthday. She's been sick for 3 weeks. So it's really good to be back working with paper. Oh, is it ever? So this will be fun. We're going to walk through the catalog. I'm going to put this down, but I'm glad you guys. Oh, Diane loves her Apple Watch. Who here? Juanita uses her phone for the watch. See, if I would keep mine attached, that would work a lot better.
She doesn't.
Who here has? Oh, Valerie spent the afternoon trying to change cell phone providers. A nightmare. I know. I hate.
It is bad.
Excuse me. Tim has spent hours on the phone lately. Trying to get things to just work. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hate any of that kind of stuff. And I hate trying to be helped because we don't understand what we're supposed to be doing. We just want someone to come to the house and fix things.
That's
for
right.
us. Now there's a job for a young person who is patient.
Go to Grandpa and Grandma's house.
Go to older people's homes and help us set up these things. I just wish there was someone I could call and I could pay to just get all that stuff done. Get on the phone. Yes. Gail, most kids can't tell the clock, it's only digital. So I think that's just kind of hilarious. So I think it's just kind of funny on that. So interesting that that was our news for the phone. Sandy, you've been on the phone with your Fitbit rep this afternoon. I said, yes, I wanted to do something all encompassing because I really am making a big effort to be fit at this point. So anyway, it's just kind of an interesting. And I just kind of didn't feel, and Tim's getting tired of me always saying, what's the time? Because I haven't had a watch. So we finally decided, okay, well, that's it. But I love hearing who's got that. Hank is close to being able to help us, but he's not quite there. What I really need is also for someone like whoever was on the phone with the Fitbit. I'd like someone to represent me and be on the phone and figure this stuff out. We've had Luann do that a couple of times. So I have no patience for that. I have no understanding of what they're telling me. So the paper shares should be going out really soon. It should be on the website. They've been delivered to Holly and Holly mails them out. So I know she's working on them. Joanne is snowed in. Where are you that you are snowed in? So that's always interesting.
In a drift.
Okay, so we'll change the subject and we'll look at cards again, but it's always just fun to just chat and see what we're doing. So this is pretty fun. So Tim picked 2 favorite cards out of this, and they're right in here. Okay. When we come to them, I'm going to try really hard. And I can never figure out, Tim,
yes,
the best way to do this. Should I go through here and you show on another page here if I tell you what page you're on?
Sure.
Instead of trying to do this?
Yeah.
So we're going to page 10. So if you're following along, we are going to page 10. And on this side, we have the sweet conversations. And this is the cutest
sweet talk
dies because it's got the little pockets. It's got this little tag. And this is just an adorable card from... Oh, sometimes they lose. Oh, no, here's the name. It's on the envelope as well. Carrie Todd. I love. No, and this shows the coordinating paper. I love that X and O, I think, and then the hearts right there. I just think that's really a lovely card.
Kiss and a hug.
Yes. And then right across the page from that, and we'd love to hear what you guys have, what you're thinking about getting, what you've gotten. This one is all about weddings, love. Of course, you can use them for anything. And a really interesting heart die. I don't know if you can see the heart die here, but I'm going to point it out right here. This card is Laura Bartow. Now, notice her ribbon number 1. Remember back when we did 20 ways to use your ribbon class? But do you see how that's just flipping back and forth? So it's nice and flat, but you have that added ribbon. I think that's really cool. And then if you notice the heart, this is the heart die, and I know it's a little hard to see in the light, but it's smooth around there. It's got this cutout right in there. And so the cutout part is here. Isn't that cool? And then she sponged that to add some color. And then you still see that. And I thought, isn't that a gorgeous wedding card? So that is very fun. If it's breaking up, it is there still is weird weather. We had a class. We had a really fun class over the weekend on the dozen ways to use your 6x6 paper. And I know it was breaking up for some, but we realized all the weather. Yeah, Juanita said, yes, it is a no mail day today. So sometimes that does happen. We love it if you bear with us. But, okay. You need a job. Okay.
Do something else.
Oh, okay. I'll leave you. Okay. We're on to page 12.
All right.
And this is a card that Tim picked. This is the Gumball Greetings. And this is a gorgeous card from Linda MacArthur, who was on our team. Look at how cute that is. Tell us what you love about it. Since you picked that.
The colors. I love gumballs, but just that gold.
That's just what I was going to say. That part right there.
And
look at that. It turns.
It turns.
That whole part to me was just like the centerpiece. It's like a gadget card.
It is. It is.
So, well, thanks, Jean. She said the class was great. Oh, a bunch of you said that. Flo, a bunch of you said that. I thought that's so wonderful. May your day be filled with all the best things. And look at that little border, which is in there too. But I thought that's really a very, very classy card. So very cool. And next we have
nice, Linda. Thank you.
Nuts and Bolts. And this is a really cute card from Sandy Carlson. And notice we're going to see the hearts again. Is this just cute? He's holding a heart, and then she's got the whole strip of heart paper right there. Greetings, kind human. I think what a fun card to give to kids. I think that is. And I look how she put the little doolies at the end of the antenna, little gems. I think that is really fun. And you notice this is a die. I think this, I don't know if it's from Tasteful Labels or whatever, but I love all the different kind of dies. Usually we see it used this way, and then there's words across. Isn't it cool? Up and down as the backdrop, and then the words going across.
Is this strip of paper?
Yeah, little strip of paper hiding behind that one. So really fun card.
Page.
Oh, Jennifer said it was her first class and she loved it. You guys, thanks. I need to put out there more. I just love it. It's just fun hanging out and being casual like this all weekend and not being any. Oh, class was best class ever. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you all. Okay, we're going to go to page 16.
All right.
And this is, so we have another fun one coming up February 14th, and it's going to be, I won't take a break and advertise it, but just watch for it. They're always just fun. So we'd love to have you join us. Okay, so we have Flowering Tulips, and I'm going to point this one out too, because I made a card with this the other day that I just love, but could I find it anywhere? And I didn't get one in a swap. So I don't have one to show, but I love this set. So I'll be showing more. But Flowering Tulips. We have a card here from Don Bourget. I had to look for the name. How cool is that? Do you see this cloud background paper that's in the Flowering Tulips? It's one of the flip sides. And I thought, and then she's just built the stamps there. I think that's really pretty. And it says Happy Mother's Day. Gorgeous card. Yep. Very, very nice card. Next, we're going to page 20. Some cards is just more to talk about than others, I guess so. And then, oh, this is, I haven't played with this yet, but I just think this is so fun. The Hello Ladybug bundle. And I love anything to do with punches. So this has a punch with it and some really cool. I actually have a lot of cards to share with us, but we're just doing one at a time tonight. So this is from Lisa Schmid, who's also on my team. And I think this is just a fun and another really nice layout. Look at how she's got the ladybug right in that circle, and it opens like this. And I love this where you see part of the words here, hello, and you open it. You can bug me anytime. Isn't that fun with the half thing there and then the circle there? Great layout, great card, and a great bundle to go with that.
And a great
so that is
sentiment.
Adorable. Yes.
You can bug me
It's
anytime.
it's a great sentiment. It is. It's just very cute. And then we're going to page 18.
18.
And I showed this card because I didn't have another. You know, it's funny how some cards I have just a ton of cards for.
Now, if you're following along, we went from 20 to 18.
I showed this one last week because I just love it. And because I was showing the paper, but it lost its name. So if you know who it is, I'm really sorry and put it out there. But this is your basic double Z fold in half. And that is just gorgeous.
It is.
This is so fun to work with. And I think that is just a beautiful card. So here's one I don't have one for yet. And this is the Friends of the Forest and the deer punch that's being carried over. We had that in the fall. That fits with this. So I'm sure I'll have some later, but I don't tonight. So next we're going to 21. I missed. Okay, I skipped a page and we went back because 20 we did the ladybug. Did you notice that?
Yes.
So now we have this one. So I just need to make sure you're all on your toes and listening. Okay, Sandy said they had 12 inches in the southern tier of New York. Oh, that's a lot.
That is
very fun. Okay.
I think it's probably
so that's a lot of shoveling. So will it melt or is this going to be there to stay? That's always, but the southern part of New York, I don't know. Wildflower Path is really pretty. And I hadn't thought about playing with this one yet at all. I like that. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail.
Ralph Waldo Emerson.
And I love this. My heart is smiling because of you. I think that's cute. Okay, so this is a really lovely card from Amanda Van Havermont. Isn't that pretty? Do you guys notice when we did the nuts and bolts? I think this was the same one, but do you see how it was used sideways on a white and then the object put in? And here's a more typical way where it's used with the words. I love how this is a large stamp and then this is done as a square kind of hidden behind there. Yep. And you see a flower up there and then the full flower there and then it's on cattywampus. I think that's just a beautiful design.
And a string that holds it all together.
Okay. Marlene says she'll take her 2 inches of snow and she's hearing what some of you got. You got a whole bunch. So I said, that's right. So
what page now?
Okay, we are on page 24.
Oh my goodness, you're jumping way ahead.
Okay. Marianne Grimmer. Look at this gorgeous. I absolutely love this stamp set. It says much luck and good fortune. And do you see how it's the 3 strips? And then she has the stamp. This is very, as long as we're on this, can I take a break? This is going to be my little commercial break for our next All Good Cards Club, because sometimes people want to know ahead. We are doing bridges and spanners because spanners fit bridges, spanning the bridge. And so it's a fun full class. And what I do is we start with the basic and then we do all kinds of variations. So just because we have the same one, I just was going to show one quick card. So anyway, that's it. But I love to do things on a topic. And then you know what I like to do? I like to, we start with basic and then all kinds of different bridge cards, not just your basic. So it's just kind of fun. But that is gorgeous. I love that. Then page 25.
Karen was really not getting permission.
I know. I just go for it. Hey,
she would have done it anyway.
It's our show. I just go for it. If I want to throw in a commercial,
Karen,
we'll just see if anyone leaves. No.
You have a deadline.
Okay.
Page 25.
So 4.5 inches in Tennessee, 12 inches, a whole bunch of you. So that is interesting. And in northern Illinois, hardly a flake. Oh, and Iowa Jackie wants snow. So isn't that interesting?
In Iowa, there was more than a foot, I think, in some parts.
It all depends, and it can so change. We've just kind of been skirted so many times. The cities, we really haven't gotten a ton, but a little south of us has gotten so much. This is really fun. Paradise palms. And I always love palm trees and all the things you can do with them. And this is really a lovely card. This is Jessica Brigden. And you see the palm trees right there? It's like creating a little scene with that and the palm trees. And then hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. And then she's laid it on paper. And you see this ribbon too. This is really the thick ribbon. And when you lay it flat like that going across, it doesn't add your postage and it just gives that fun little look of ribbon. So another really pretty card.
We were in Paradise this past year. Hawaii.
Has it been this past year?
Yes,
or has it been? Isn't that
2020.
funny? I can't even remember.
This year's only, what, 17 days
Yeah,
old?
I guess. I guess. And it was a bit of paradise. It really was. Okay, page 26.
26.
I do not have one for this stamp set, so we're gonna move on. And it's a bundle. And it has these. So maybe I do have one, but I couldn't find one. So to be determined. So we're gonna move on. This one is adorable. Easter Friends on 27. This is such a happy set for friendships. You know, it says Easter Friends, of course, because it's got the little Easter animals, but sure doesn't need to be an Easter card. It could be anything. And this is Eileen Keniston. Look how cute. Isn't that just sweet?
That is.
And she just put it in a fancy frame. Now, this is all one fancy frame. Is this from Ornate Frames? I'm thinking maybe. And notice how she's added color. Is that cool, Tim? Just around the outside fancy part. That's really a cool technique, and left the white so it almost looks layered again. I think that's really
Very nice.
Really a classy looking card. So, oh my goodness, Vicky was snowed in Delaware and had to wait a week for another flight back to Arizona. Oh my goodness. Rebecca said the duck in this makes her smile every time she see it. Oh, I know. That is such a happy duck. I just think that is so cute.
And they can turn their beaks to make it look like they're smiling.
And I love the words. There's only one that says Easter, but otherwise it's like, my friend, may your days blossom with joy and happiness, and sending warm and happy wishes of the spring. Just a happy spring card. I just love it. And I'm just saying that for those of you I don't do Easter cards, or a lot of people do more of a religious theme, but maybe you send something cute for the kids. But I just think of this as any spring cards, baby cards, just very sweet.
What does this mean?
Stay simple or step it up. So it's meaning you can do just a really simple card, or keep adding things and stepping it up.
Like this.
So like if we wanted this card would also be adorable. If you didn't have a big shot or anything, this card would be adorable with just a rectangle done this very same way. You could add a color if you wanted, and that would be simple. This is stepped up because you're using this fancy die and doing all this.
Is that a common theme? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it is. Because we talk about simple stamping, that you really don't need to have a lot of things to get started. Because sometimes if you look at, like if you think you have to start with this card, then you think, okay, I need the embossing machine. I need that folder. I need 8 million things. And that's where we talk about keeping it simple. You can get a punch, paper. You know, we just want to get people started. And of course, once you're hooked, you want all the other stuff. But you can add it one at a time. Or I think when it's your birthday, you can ask people, that's what you'd like for your birthday. Right, Heather? That's all perfect. Okay, page 30. Okay, these are two favorite sets of mine. I love this flowering
Tulips.
rain boots. And, oh, my card's sticking. Gotta get that there. This card is from Jessica Brigden. I have two from her. And how cool is this? Love the bright, colorful look. Doesn't that look just springy? Love the little wood thing. We've got the fun ribbon. So all the colors just tie in, and just the colorful tulips, and then live life in full bloom. I love that. And I like the little butterflies she's added. I think that is a stunning, stunning card.
It is. Anything inside?
Nope.
Very nice.
That's beautiful. I think that's all we can say about it, but it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And then this next one too, Kite Delight on page 31, I think is just a fun thing. Kite flying is fun to do with kids, but also, are you ever anywhere where you see all those kites? Oh, I just love seeing kites up in the air wherever people are gathering, which is so fun. This is Mary Ellen Stites, and she did a happy birthday inside, but I wanted to point this out. She did the happy birthday, but look at the little sun, how she put that right behind the words. Isn't that a cute inside? That's perfect. So it's a fun little background there. And just a happy card. Look at that. Another year flies by. And this is one where you just kind of build your scene there. But I love that. Yeah, back to those rain boots. There was a paper pumpkin that had rain boots like that, and it was so popular. So I think that might have been inspiration to
That's
then
my
continue
job.
it further. Okay, don't take his job. 34.
It's a good thing that I can count.
Mm-hmm.
What does that 34 look like?
34. Here we go. And artfully layered bundle. And this is a beautiful card for Marianne Grimmer. You'll hear a lot of the same names more than once, which is really fun because it's a whole group of us that swap together. So isn't that fun? But I love what she's done with all these layers. So it's just a fun, happy look. And then we've got the words here and then all these layers. And I just love these dies. So if you look down here, you've got all kinds of different dies with it. And all those colors work.
Yeah,
that Calypso
like,
coral in there just really,
like 7 layers.
I think, adds. Yes. Okay. And then the next page. This is gorgeous. This is Dahlia Days. And this is a Betty Weisbrook card.
Page 35.
And look at these pretty flowers. How cool is that? And these are the dies. Isn't that pretty? So there's a lot of little pieces there, but that is gorgeous.
They really brighten up with.
Oh, they do. And this opens and you made my day. Oh. I think that's just really a lovely card. So we're going to just look at a couple pieces here. We've got those 3 colors. We have some dies and then this fancy part to see how that's behind here. It's just kind of hidden, but it adds a little under there. I think that is another stunning card.
So what is that?
That is part of this. Well, it's, I don't know. It's see, you could do a whole card front out of that. But she would have done one and then probably gotten like 4 cards because she's just using a little bit of it, some background there. I love that. Really a fun little layering. Rebecca's neighbor has a kite stuck in the tree for the last couple of years. It's driving her nuts. I bet it's gotten a little bit faded if it's the same one that's been stuck there. So
it must be well stuck because a gust of wind would bring it down.
I know orders are coming more slowly from Stampin' Up. I'm just putting that out there, and it has a lot to do with everything. Issues facing everyone from, just a lot of issues. So if you're a customer of mine, feel free to call me. I'll track it down and we can talk about it. But just know we're all dealing with delivery issues, postal workers, all that. So I think everyone's doing the best they can. Page 36.
All right.
Flowing Flowers. And this card is from Linda Cullen. And I think this is really pretty. I love how she's taken the little edging right there.
Yep.
That's kind of a fun. So it's like white on white. This is the new little gingham kind of background. But then to set it off, having that little red edge there and the green below, I think is really works. It's a very, very effective comment. Rebecca said it's faded and tattered. So,
and 2 greens.
Yes, that's true. This is the green in the bottom and then re-seeing it up there. So isn't it fun to just look at layouts and see like the use of colors, design? That's really cool. And then we flip it over and we have the Daffodil Daydream bundle. And this goes with, we're seeing a lot of these cards this time. Look at, here's another half. Isn't that fun? Another, you do more of these sometime. Jan Faring. And this paper, the Daffodil paper also coordinates with one of the free choices for celebration. That's called Daffodil Afternoon or something like that. And that's one of the little papers from there. Isn't that just pretty? Mm-hmm. So this is the paper. And then inside, this is is it called the gingham folder? And you see how this little piece goes under there. So when you fold up, you see this and you fold up. So very cool.
Very nice.
That's a great card. Aren't these fun cards? Oh, Paper Pumpkin is late this month, and Stampin' Up did put that out that they and there was some reason. I don't remember what it is, but there's some reason. Okay, 38. It's just hard to keep track of everything, but okay, here is a fun card. This is Seize the Day bundle. You were talking about that. That's just really a fun, fun play on words. Oh, Meredith Booker, and she's on my team too. Oh my goodness, Tim, look at this fun card.
Very cool.
Isn't this gorgeous? You'll see these little parts. Thanks from the depths of my heart. Look at that fun die.
Crab, the seaweed.
Little starfish, and adding that little die right there.
Yep.
And we have all the bubbles. Isn't that fun?
Uh-uh.
And it's really effective. It's like a dark ocean, but she stamped black on the misty moonlight, but you can still read it. I don't think I have ever thought about stamping black on such a dark color. And it fits the card because it's like the depths of the ocean and the depths of my heart. But that is gorgeous. Love that card, Meredith. That is beautiful.
It's very nice.
These are awesome cards. I said, I had a hard time choosing which one's better.
look.
Oh, she did the inside, the finishing touch. Oh, Tim, I'm glad you opened it.
Yes.
Isn't that? Oh, I love it's one of those depth of field. It looks kind of watercolored. You know, it's kind of got all the shading on both of those. Mm-hmm. This is another perfect way to accent your inside. I love that. Oh, very cool. Page 35, another favorite stamp set. This is Oceanfront. Is it 35? No, 39.
Go backwards.
I can't read. It's not a naked inside. You're right, Connie. We're talking about naked envelopes and naked insides. We want to add that extra little finishing touch, you know. So,
page 39.
I think I haven't had time to play with hardly any of these things, and I just want to. I start looking at them, and I'm just, I want to play with this and that. Now, do you know that Oceanfront we just used? The card in here, Tim, look at, they have the Oceanfront kind of behind that too. Isn't that cool? And here it's with the gates. I love that you can build scenery with this. And look at how pretty this card is. This is Sasha Wilson. So it's the sailboat punch, and it's just the punch. It's not stamped first. That's gorgeous. The white sails and the brown boat. And look at, she's built the sky, the water, the sand.
There's white sails in the sunset.
Yeah, it is. It is. But isn't that just lovely?
It is.
And those are stamps. I mean, you'd look at this and it looks watercolored, but it's that stamp, that stamp, that stamp. And I love that scene. And then she put some of the little sea glass right there.
Very nice.
Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Marilyn was saying that, you see, the comments always come in later, but that weed and crab on the inside of that card would be really lovely on the envelope too. You're right. Dressing up your envelopes really make a lot of sense too. Okay, next we go to page 40. And this is a set of 3 stamps where the image is white or clear, and it's the outside. This is by Julie Tonsager. And you see, so we've got the butterfly right there.
Yeah.
And she is stamped on the back side. These are the new doilies that are in the in colors. But the flip side is white, which means you can leave them white like this, or you can sponge them and make them any color you want. But that just fits there. So that's a really fun way to look at it and think, oh, I'd put that there. And then just keeping the circle theme going.
I like that.
Very fun idea. And then
I always have to check the inside because maybe there's.
Oh, I know, that's his job. Oh, I just love reading all the comments. Angela says that Seize the Day set will have to be on her first order.
This is very subtle, but there is.
Oh, it is. Sending warm and happy wishes this spring. That is. Very nice. Flip it over. And we are on Eden's Garden Bundle. And this one is Sandy Mcmanus. And just to find, the dies in this are really fun. I love this long little stretch. And that could be like grass or something on something, but you see how she's put it on the diagonal. And then she's got this fancy one with the words. And then the flowers in this, again, are that kind of watercolory look. It's a really popular look right now. And she has some really interesting colors with that. And next, we will go to page 43. Okay, this is Sue Kempter Miller. Oh, this paper is so amazing. We've done a lot with this paper. We're going to do more and more. So she's got the paper here, but I want to point out a couple things about this card. Here's another Z fold, where you fold it and then fold it in half. And do you see how this part right here reflects? Do you see how it's just centered right in there, Tim?
Yep.
Isn't that cool? So you're seeing the whole outside. You're seeing that. You open it. That's where your writing will be.
That's very cool.
But I love, so she's got the relax and enjoy your day. And then she has the stamp. And notice this. It's just lightly watercolored over. I think it's just really a very a very cool look. I don't know if the camera picks that up very well, but I think that is just a stunning example of a fun way to add actually watercolor and do that. So that's very fun. And then page 44, haven't gotten any cards with this, but I had made one. So I'll show the one that I made. I love, all of these. So the birds, this is an interesting thing because it's got these parts that can be kind of impressionistic coloring over it. If you look in this picture up there,
Oh, yeah.
I went for total realism, but I just love this idea and having two colors there.
One of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Radishes. I love radishes.
You love radishes. How cool does that? So anyway, this is just kind of fun. And here I just did a short, a narrow pattern paper, and then a wider one. So again, another just easy layout. But any of these will all be fun to work with. Yes, you'll have
So
to
if
do
you did-
radishes.
If you did radishes like red,
Yep.
or these berries like blue,
Yep. And you wouldn't have to color in,
you
and it's
you just do the
impressionistic.
step, yeah.
And you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
impressionism.
I do.
We should have you
I
do that.
love it.
It's going to make a list of cards I'm going to have Tim make. So we're going to do some show that's
Oh,
just going to be
yes.
Tim's cards. Okay. I don't know if he's going to go along with that, but at least every now and then I'll get him to throw one in. That will work. Okay, page 46. You can tell the ones that I didn't get any cards from this either, but I had one that I made. So this is it. I think these are really fun. The Soaring Swallows bundle. And this is that crane, the cranes paper that has the gold on it. And I just thought that made a lovely background to put two doves and the little best wishes. So I made these for swap, but I thought I'm really kind of a basic, simple stamper. You guys know that because if you look at my cards compared to some of the ones I'm sharing, but I love that there's room for all of us and everything can be wonderful. Clean and simple is beautiful. Fancy is beautiful. It's all just done in how we interpret things and how we get to make things our own. Radishes or beets. Beets would work too. And Tim, you love beets
I
too.
love beets.
He loved beets. That's actually what I thought he was going to
Yeah.
say because he loves beets. He's always looking for beet things. So borscht soup, all kinds of beet things. So good idea. Thanks for saying that.
So these doves are actually swallows, and it's right in the name.
Did I call them doves?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here to set me straight. And you see how it's a two-step stamp. I only stamp them in black and cut them out, but you have this part so you can make them colorful.
Mhm.
And the dies have all kinds of layers. So you can layer them like that. So see, you could get really fancy with
You
this,
could. And then they would.
but I
really-
just tend to stay simpler. So I'm just kind of pointing that out. That
Then they'd
it's
become swallows.
yes, okay, that works. And we will flip the page. And that is the Grassy Grove bundle, which is very fun. And this is from Dina Lenneman.
Ooh.
And just look at this. This is that die. So this is a die.
Whoa.
And then we've got the deer right here.
Right there too.
There it is. It's very similar. There are tons of paper. She is using Beautiful World or whatever the paper is that has the fall leaves. Those are actually fall leaves under there, kind of that really busy pattern. This works beautifully with those paper, the New Horizons paper. You can watercolor your backgrounds. It works with anything. And it just makes a very dramatic card. So that's pretty fun.
So what is that right above it? Is that
Right here.
oh,
To cut this
wow.
out. So, yep. So very cool. Well, that is cool. TJ is saying that she's got to get the Soaring Swallows because she lives in Southern California where the swallows return
Yes.
every year. Just is
Capistrano.
yes, how fun. Her daughter will be there this March. Oh, yes. That is just beautiful to do that. So I thought, oh, isn't this fun? Oh, I just love looking through the catalog this way. And I think it helps you see. I mean, it helps me see as I'm going through it looking for cards to fit. It helps me see things that I've missed the first time through. Okay, page 50. This is Hello Beautiful Bundle. So it's just really a fun, all kinds of designs and then all kinds of shapes. So those dies are really cool. This is Cara Paisant. And what I wanted to point out, and look at this, Hello Beautiful. And she's got this little, that's one of the die cuts. And look at this cute little, like a little flag, a couple of little hearts. It's really cute what you did. I also wanted to point out, do you know how often we do strip cards or I'll comment? Here's another strip card. Look at this way of doing a strip card. These were all stripped together and then die cut with the scalloped rectangle.
It's very nice.
And you do that after they're done. But isn't that a cool? And I thought, I haven't done strip cards that way. So it's like yet another idea.
Could it be an ice cream parfait?
It could be.
With layers of.
In a big rectangular dish that, you got it. But I think that is a really fun idea. This page, I'm not showing because it's words. I thought I probably could have found, but words are always fun to have. But none jumped out at me.
I love you. Didn't jump out at you.
But,
Karen,
well, what can I say?
Let's look. It's right.
Okay. Well, I did point out
It's
before.
right there.
Yes, because we talked about this once because
okay.
Tim, because you always in the back of your cards put a little heart.
I do.
And then sign Tim. So I said that made me think of you. No, there's some fun things here. Like, and you matter to me. There's some fun things here. Happy Mom Day is a heart in the middle. I'm just saying the words are more subtle. If I had a card with them, Tim, it wasn't the words that jumped out. It was the stamp sets. Does that make sense?
I got it.
Because I do love the words, but I didn't have a card to show. But however, these are big words. They did jump out at me. So does that make sense?
I'm the romantic.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So 5 months from today, it's my birthday.
You guys, who counts months, Tim?
5 months from
Tim,
yesterday.
he's such a kid.
5 months from yesterday.
And then he'll count the days.
We will have been married 48 years.
Heather said she likes the way those are written. And I like them too. I like them because they look like they could be hand done if you had nicer handwriting than me. But I like that kind of scripty look. Now, this stamp set, and this kind of goes with the whole slimline look in addition. And I haven't done those for a while. I'll have to do those sometime. But here's a card. Sometimes big words are just fabulous because your card centers around that. This card is Tammy Nelson. And notice how the congrats to the graduate just pops out.
It does.
I also want to point out, this is one of my most common layouts. We always talk about if you end up with strips left over, like 2-inch strips or 1.5 inch, I keep a box of strips. Look, that's what that card is. You can make any card with the strip and then your accent. So this is actually from, do you recognize this? This is from that baseball paper?
Yes.
That we're making cards with?
Yes.
So this has nothing to do with that. And it's a gorgeous.
But it works.
Oh, gorgeous. And then it's got the stars, which totally fits a graduate. So a
open?
very classy
How does
card.
that open?
Just like that.
Oh, okay. So it's not, this doesn't, it's just about looks like a.
Well, it could be a Zifo card. That's anything could be that. But that's really, really a fun, classy card. And I will do a slimline something or other coming up. If there's interest, we could do a slimline class. I mean, that would be interesting. I'm always interested in what kind of classes people want to do. Then we have Best Delivery. And this card is Ann Clemmer. And look how simple this is. Now, this is one you could color in if you wanted. I love how she's done this. Put the heart on the door, the birthday wishes sign there. And then she's added, look at those balloons. You can do balloons or hearts. It's got a little balloon going there. I think that is gorgeous. And this could be a Z fold too. If it went in half and then folded back again, do you see how this is scored and then just cut off? So it's just a flatter, doesn't have that fold, but I love the gray and black. Those are great masculine card colors. If you just want to make something, they just go together so well. And then if you look,
are all these trucks the same and they just
yes,
different words,
different things.
colors?
This one is made into a shaker card. Perfect to cut that out. And look at these are done out of pattern papers. And you have a whole string, and this does look like when we're traveling, so many trucks on the road, although there's not as many as they need truck drivers so terribly. But isn't that great? This be a fun slimline card with the trucks, but really a fun card. Okay. Well, I will keep that in mind because slimline would be fun to do. And we could just do a lot of different things that just orient a little differently. It's just kind of a different way of thinking about things. Okay, page 54. And this is another stunning card. This is from Rhonda Bassler. This is the one I was stuck on, you guys, the Ranunculus Romance. I thought it was another language. I didn't know that was a flower. I'm obviously not a great flower gardener. And you guys set me straight. And this just begs for a collage look. And that's what she's done here. I just love this because I look at that and you just see collage, and I haven't done collage cards in ages. And I just love how this too is cut off. So this is right here. And I already said who it was. But look at that collage thing. She's got those things going on in the background. So she made a collage background. It's monochromatic, so it's all these shades of blue. And then she's got the flower, the words, and it's all Misty Moonlight. And this is the Beehive embossing folder. But you see, she put ink on the folder before she ran it through with the paper. And then you get that kind of a soft mottled blue and white look. Is that just stunning? Okay.
So where does that word come from? Is that on paper?
It's right there. It's just like a little stamp thing. See, these are just, she's just combined some of these little stamps. And I just think that is such a cool collage look. I just love that. It's absolutely a gorgeous card. Then we're going to page 56, and I'm amazed I do not have a card on this one. But I'm sure I will have one coming soon, so we will flip it over. In the Moment, I know, is being a very popular stamp set. I just think this is so fun. I love the stamp set, and this is just a favorite card. Betty Weisbrook, and she has taken the stitched triangles. Look at that, layered. So we've got the stitched with that new one of the new papers, and then a white under it. Is that just gorgeous?
It is.
And then the circle with the photo. I love how she's colored it. I love the gaiety of this little fringing. And You're in My Thoughts. I think that is another just stunning, stunning card.
The reason that You Are in My Thoughts is that she's going to want some more wine. So
if this were me and I were 40 years younger, I'd be thinking, Tim, where are you? I need a refill. Is that okay? No, something like that. No,
something like that.
Okay. Next.
And it's got words.
These are a lot of cards, aren't there? We're showing a lot of cards tonight. Sometimes the most productive thing you could do is relax.
And strip.
And that is a good message for me, because sometimes I have more trouble. I don't take the time, and Tim will say, take the time. Page 60. Okay, this card is Anastasia Radloff. And again, this is pretty. Now, this is the Beehive paper done in blue. It's just done in blue, so it's layered. And then we have the lovely flower right there. The thank you for inspiring me. Just a pretty card.
Little bling.
Yep. Pretty card. And the next page is Honeybee Home Bundle. And this one is Deb Klapik, maybe. But I love how she's got the thing on the side, and then she's using one of the tailored dies, or I call them bookmarks, one of the tailor-made dies. And so the flower just fits right along it like that.
And is that printed on
vellum? Vellum? Yep. Stay wonderful. So those are fun. Then we go to page 62. Okay, here's an absolutely gorgeous card. There's a lot of, I've said that about a lot of these are absolutely gorgeous. Amy's Story, look at this. Every chapter, enjoy every chapter of our friendship. This reminds me of, okay, who, you guys have to help me think, who is that designer that does a lots of, this just jumps out at me, colorful like this. There's a name of somebody that does cute little things like this. Anyway, it reminds me of something, but I love this and how she's got the flower. She's got this whole flower thing going on, and yet it's not too busy at all. It just totally fits the colors she's picked here. So I think that is just really an artistic work of art. And I just love that.
All the books spell a message.
Yes. I enjoy every chapter of our friendship. And see, you could cut this off, Tim. And I could just say this about my books. I enjoy every chapter.
Yeah.
You know, of this book, and then put it with a really good book. That would be fun.
Ooh, that would be.
Okay, and then underneath here we have More Love. And this card is from Susan Morton. And look how pretty this is. The world needs more love.
And how does she do that?
That is embossed in silver on vellum.
So that's with heat?
Yep. So it's heat embossed. And do you see how this is attached? Yep. And then we have the ribbon. This is how we did ribbon for our son's wedding. You were there when we made them, but you weren't involved at all. No. A bunch of us got together and made. Do you guys remember this would have been back in the, when did they get married in the? Oh, I don't even know, but
at least 15 years ago.
Yeah. So back in the day, do you guys remember when we did this on vellum? This would be at the top. This would be the invite. And it's kind of the way, and it's, you still see it today, but it was a really, really popular look for wedding invitations. And look, here's that look back. And I love it how it's at the bottom like that. It's just really
It
striking.
might be 20 years ago.
Yeah, it might be. Because they were married quite a long time before Hank was born. So that's pretty fun. Flip it over and we're on this cute little catch you later. I have to show the heart ones now because coming up Valentine's. This is another adorable card from Marilyn Wheeler, another member of my team. And I show you what I absolutely love what she did here, in addition to how really cute this is. Do you see how this is a punch? She punched that out. And look at this. She put it on the inside.
Huh.
Is that the cutest thing?
It is.
It's just adorable. And that gives her space then to do that. And then you're just perfect. I think, Marilyn, that is just a stunning card. I'm going to take that idea. I just love that idea and what she did with the punch. So that is just so, so cute. So thank you, Marilyn. And then next we have page 64. This is another, punches are very popular. This is a Shelley Gruber card. And this is, I'll come back and answer questions later if I see questions right now, because if I don't know the answer right now, it's not very helpful, is it? But here's another punch. And this is going to be really popular too. It's so nice of you to be so nice. Finding a friend is the best discovery at all. Little hedgehogs. Yeah. And if you guys look at a slimline, so look at how fun this card is. Slimline class would be fun, looking at different ways of designing things. So thanks. I will really keep that in mind. And I love how she's made this pretty monochromatic, a little bit of light blue here. That's the contrast, but only in the paper. All the stamping is done on the suede on the crumb cake.
Very nice.
But that's very fun.
I like that.
And now this is words. And again, those words didn't jump out of me on any particular cards.
And she put out
words are always wonderful. Oh, she did do an inside.
Inside.
Okay, page 66. This is Leslie Bumgarner. And, this is one stamp set I am thinking about taking with me to Arizona, although I'm not 100% sure I'm taking any stamp sets with me. We're going to just see. I'm thinking. I put a question up in the Back Porch Stampers about if you were going on vacation, what's your have to take along for craft? Because I only want to take one little box. So if I bring one stamp set, this should be it, don't you think? Yes. I think that's fine. Look at this pretty card. And it's got the cactus with the little flowers there. And it's just fun colors. I just think this is great. So she stamped this underneath, and then she stamped it again and punched it out. And it's raised up and it's a little bit smaller. And it just gives a really cool effect. I'll definitely have to take any cards that I have with the stamp set. So maybe I should make cards with the stamp set and then take pictures of them around in the desert. We could look for a matching cactus.
Yes, we could. Swirl.
There will be Tim's job. He'll love it. Okay, and flip it over. And I do have one. These are interesting words. So I wanted to show a card with this. And this is Brenda Taylor card, also on my team. I want to show how they stamp. Isn't that cool? Again, they're that watercolory look. And the words themselves are white. It's the shapes around. And they're just kind of interesting, unusual shapes. So she did the many thanks. Just a lovely, simple card, layered and layered.
So a white piece of paper. And when you stamp it,
you get that in the middle. And it's an irregular circle. None of these are like perfect. They're like a watercolor or free flowing, like what you would do by hand circle. So I think that's really cool. Marilyn says, I can't believe you only take one box. Tim hasn't believed it yet either, but our time has been cut short, and I'm going to see if I've never done it before. I'm going to see if I can handle it. So you'd be I was showing Tim, I already have 2 Thursday lives packed up and ready to go. So I'll bring my things for what we have scheduled online, but I'm not going to bring anything extra to play with. And I'm going to see if I can handle that. And really focus on walking, being outside, reading.
That's why you have me.
Oh, and Tim's going to entertain me. So,
yes.
Okay. So page 69. This is another great card. Robin Scherzer. And these are fun dies. And I want to point out these dies will be fun to use on things other than this too. I got to think some other fun things. My mind, doesn't that work with you guys when you're looking at these cards and then you're looking at the catalog and you start thinking, I could do this, I could do that. And of course, we'll never have enough time to do all that, but it sure is fun to dream.
So what sure is fun this to think about it. Mini?
That fits in the mini embossing thing.
Oh, okay.
But isn't this lovely? Most valuable dad, Happy birthday. What a cute
That's very nice.
card to give a dad. And I just love the layers. So we've got that and then layered on that. And I love that this is a sports theme with the ticket, but I'm also thinking, I bet we could find some other fun little stamps that would work with that. So that's why I was thinking about taking this idea and looking at some other things, because that is such a cute little layout.
It is.
So very fun card. And so we'll see you guys. You know, usually when we travel, our car is so packed, you can hardly fit a thing in there. So we're going to see. That's just my goal. That doesn't mean I've made it yet. Page 70. Oh, this is a long show for us because we just have so many cards. Page 70. And of course, we love sailboats. We have a sailboat. We love the sailboat punch. And the punch works plain or stamped and with an image. So this one is stamped again. And this is another Z-fold. Z-folds are really popular. This is Susie Wood. And again, that just means it goes in half and then half again. Isn't that cool? And I love the very muted colors.
Yeah.
This is the smoky slate and the misty moonlight and that vellum paper, which I absolutely love. But it gives a very, very soft look. And a lot of the sailboat cards that I've seen and that I think of that come to mind for me are much brighter. And I think that's really a lovely card that, again, could have a very masculine thing. Oh, yes, Connie says, remember the year Tim forgot his swimming suit? And I actually showed his trunks. I showed us at their stores trying to find one. It was pretty, but you guys have better memories than do.
You guys have too good of a memory.
And we rented a teeny tiny little
Airbnb.
It's an Airbnb, but it's a little tiny guest house. So the table is outside and inside is basically a bed. I don't even know if there's an oven, but it's just, you know, it's more like a hotel room, but it's an individual place. So, but it does have a hot tub outside. So, and that's one reason I thought too, if we're going to be there, there really isn't a space to spread out and work. So I'm just going to have to be very adaptable here. That was another thought. How cool is this? The Wildlife Wonder. This is Lisa Bowell. And look at the color is right in here, that shading, and it just has that depth to it.
Yep.
And so she has stamped it an espresso on crumb cake. And I love that. All done in browns. So again, very masculine feeling. And what a striking card. Just as beautiful.
I love owls. So that's a beautiful owl.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and our daughter loves owl. You'll have to make her a card. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is really fun. This is a great stamp set. Then next, page 72. This card is Laura Bartow. And this is the Home and Garden bundle. This is to the guy who can do anything. How cool is that? Here is another, do you see it folds in and then it folds back? And then this part, kind of like this little shed looking piece is on top. It's just really fun. I love the little gloves there. We've got the ladder and the...
And that saying will never get sent to me.
No, to the man who can do anything. But, you know, isn't that a perfect saying for those fix-it people who can just fix anything? That's really cool. And then 73. Oh, we're getting there. The Viking set again. I really like this card. This is Nancy Giuliano. I love the Viking ship, and I like how she has that kind of going off the edge. And this is a stamp that we weren't talking about, but it's in here. It's a background stamp to make water. That's what she's used there. And that's really as cool, isn't it?
Yep.
Happy birthday. You've conquered another year. Another Z fold there.
Good saying.
And now the next one is Tim's favorite again, because both because he loved this stamp set and music. Both because he loved the card and because this is his favorite stamp set in the thing.
Heart right in the middle of it tells you that's true.
This is done by Brooke Fluette, who is also on my team. And this, I said, Tim,
beautiful.
This card has got to be for you.
Yes.
That is just, for the record, you're my favorite song. Is that gorgeous? And the red and black.
Yep. Very nice.
Just, I love the layout. I love how this is in the middle. And you see how she's got two parts of the word. So she's got one up there and the other part down here. I really like that. And then we've got the little gems there. That is so cool. That is just really, really fun. And then the last one is the host set.
Thank you, Brooke.
On page 90.
Whoa, jumping way.
Jumping, because this is the host set. And this is an adorable card from Tracy Filter. This you get with 150, then you can choose either or both of these. So I have the one card from this, and those are really cute. That we've got the little, there he's holding a balloon, there's in the cheese, there he's writing a note. Look at this, Tim. How cute is that? So we've got the cheese and the little hi, sweet friend. Oh, that is just, it's your birthday. So here we have it repeating this time with the birthday thing.
And
that is just darling.
As cute as those mice are, I don't think you should have any fears about going down in the basement.
That's true. I haven't wanted to go ever since we had mice. If it gets dark, I tell Tim, do you want to go do the laundry? Go get my laundry. I forgot it. It's so funny because I don't mind during the daytime. I don't like going down there in the dark, even if I put the lights, because I don't want to see any scurrying in the dark. It's the dark that has a...
They don't come out during the light. They only come out in the middle of the night.
Oh, is that why I don't mind going out during the day? See what I know? So I think of them at night. Yes. Anyway, so lesson to me, do my laundry during the daylight. It's just when I forget to bring them up. But is that just adorable?
It is.
So you guys, thanks for spending. This was really fun. I'm gonna have to count how many cards because I take a picture of all these so I can put on the thumb note. So, and then we will be back on Thursday, and it's going to be story time with Karen and Tim for what we're going to make on Thursday. So that'll be fun. Look forward to that, and let me know if. Oh yeah, but you just said they only come on in the quiet dark. So see, I'm afraid if I go down there and turn the light on, I just don't want to see the scurrying. And he says, Karen, it's been a month. We haven't had any. Yeah, but there's one lurking, just, I know, waiting for me to come down. So thanks, everyone. We'll see you on Thursday. Let me know if you have any questions. We love you all.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.